Rolling.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, I'd like to start the lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakodash.
The honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. All right, we're part of the Great Millstone Atlanta camp with another lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the title of this video is The Great Empire is Falling, man. Which we know according to, Bible prophecy, which is what we push, here at Great Millstone, getting the apostles and elders on down. All right, according to biblical prophecy, this land that we're currently in, all right, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, all right, the so-called, North America or whatever, it's prophesied to go down, man.
Yeah.
It's, mainly by what? Thermonuclear destruction. All right, and that's what we teach out in the scriptures. Now, there was a story that surfaced, maybe yesterday or whatever, with this woman, Chelsea Chris, all right? So it's an article from independent.co.uk.
Mm-hmm.
I just pulled it up on Google. It says, Chelsea Chris, Miss USA 2019, 30 years old, allegedly jumps to her death from Manhattan skyscraper. All right, so when brothers put this in, in the group chat that we have, brothers already identified it like this is like a sign, or like an omen nomen. Because here you have it. You got, first of all, it's Miss America, falling to her death.
Mm-hmm.
That's already symbolic because America is going down. But then she died. She jumped from a building in New York.
Yeah.
All right, which New York is known as what? The Empire State.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we titled the video, The Great Empire is Falling. So we look at that spiritually, man, as like like a token,
yeah,
that YAHAWASHI showed us, as far as, this place going down, man, So I'll just read the first little part here. Let me skip down. I read that already. It says the 2019 pageant winner, who had a 9th floor apartment in Manhattan's 60-story Orion building, was found dead in the street below on Sunday morning. The 30-year-old was last seen on a terrace on the building's 29th floor shortly after 7 a.m., sources told the New York Post. So yeah, then the story goes on. So yeah, man, this is definitely a sign and a symbol in the spirit, man, that this place is circling the goddamn drain, man.
Yeah.
Before you know it, the missiles are gonna be flying over here. What's that in the scriptures?
Yeah, it's Revelation 18:2.
Mm-hmm.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which we know Babylon is America.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm sorry, America is Babylon in the scriptures.
Yeah, right.
And it says Babylon is fallen, just the same way the chick, what was her name? Chrissy?
Yeah,
Christy?
Chelsea.
I'm sorry, Chelsea. Just like Chelsea fell,
Chelsea.
Babylon is gonna fall. Now,
that's right.
It's not a coincidence that she's called Miss America.
Right.
Because when you read the scriptures, what is Babylon known as? It's likened unto a woman. All right. So when you think about Miss America, who has basically fell to her death in the Empire State, like we said.
Yeah, the Empire, right.
So it's spiritual, man. And nothing is by coincidence. I keep going. It says it has become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Mm-hmm.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Yeah, because all these nations, they make merchandise off of America.
Yeah.
All right. It says, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So America basically pushes. It's basically the world's regional currency. Everybody loves to do business with America.
Yeah.
All right. But it's also in self-destructive mode, just like the chick committed suicide.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah,
America is self-destruction. Everybody's got it.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12.
Oh, yeah.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahawah. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's what Esau did. You know, now he's at the top of the food chain in the whole world because he's running stuff. Really, he owns the majority of the world, especially in America. So that fall was an omen that the brother just read about in Revelation. Revelation chapter 18 goes to the whole breakdown of Esau.
That's right. And yeah, like you said, like the very top, right? That's on point. That's going to the so-called Illuminati, the elites. Lucifer, rulers. Because at that time, Lucifer was Nebuchadnezzar. That was that prophecy back during the time of Babylon. So like Nebuchadnezzar was like the Lucifer that was falling at that time. Now the so-called white man, he's the new king of Babylon. Starting with the elites, the bankers and whatnot.
Yeah.
You got America, which is like, basically like Satan's hub, so to speak. His kingdom. Hey, this place is out here. Matter of fact.
Yeah, it's just like if I can add to that, since you mentioned Nebuchadnezzar, that's just like Jeremiah 4.
Oh yeah.
You when it talks about the lion and the destroyer of the Gentiles, that's talking about Nebuchadnezzar. All right, because
that's right.
Babylon was basically destroying Jake, man.
Quick precept. This is Daniel's 5 and 20. Start 24. It says, "Then was the part of the hand sent from him, and this writing was written, and this is the writing that was written. Many tekel upharsin. This is the interpretation of the thing. Many." It says, "God have numbered thy kingdom and finished it." See that? And this is going back to the ancient Babylonians. Their kingdom was numbered, and the Most High finished it. Man, it came to an end. So this new modern day Babylon, all right, or the as the scriptures call it, the virgin daughter of Babylon, which is America, it ain't no different. Okay, YAHAWASHI has numbered this kingdom. All right, he's getting ready to. Really, it's already finished. It just got to manifest in these times, man, because it's already written for it to fall. Then it says 27 tekel, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting, which means lacking. Then it says Perez, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. So that's going into the history. The Babylonians fell, and then the Medo-Persian Empire came about. But in this time, all right, pursuing the second Ezra 6 and 9, we said Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that follower. So after America go down, that's when the Israelites going to step in there, man. Not you goddamn Russians, not you Chinese, you gooks. No other nation is going to rise up but the nation of Israel, man. That's the times that we going into. All right, somebody had anything? If not, I got another one.
Yeah, you got it. I got another one after that. But go ahead.
Go ahead, you got it.
It's Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit. Salaki.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1.
Yep.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Yep.
Yeah, and what's spiritual about that too? Y'all remember, a couple years back, they had that sandstorm that swept through the southeast. Y'all remember that? It's like a big dust storm. So it's going to go to like the southeast, east coast or whatever. Even that was a sign, man. Because it said what? Come down and sit in the dust. right? So dust represents, being in a, you know, state of confusion, but the dust also represents basically, that's going into the aftermath of the destruction. That's why it says there's no throne. Babylon's going to be uprooted, man. Destroyed. Desolation, the water, man. Via those what? Thermonuclear missiles. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 2. Take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Yeah, so America, and the so-called white man, all that dirt is being uncovered, man. All the wickedness, all the lies, it's all being brought to light. First and foremost, by the men of the Lord, the prophets. Then you got these whistleblowers, these doomsday, so guys on the internet bringing stuff out. This place is being revealed, man. And then it goes on to, speak about the Lord. When it says, well, I'll change this and I will meet thee as a man. It's talking about YAHAWASHI when he returned, man. When he came 2,000 years ago, he came as, in the flesh to be that sacrifice. And, he didn't get down at that time. But when he come, when he come now, he coming as brothers say, as an angelic force, man.
Yeah.
To put a holy foot up your behind, man. But was he more on that?
No, that's it.
Okay, all right, yeah, you got it.
Let's see. Let me get this. This is Jeremiah 50 and 35. It says, a sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon the mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. Yeah, so basically, a sword is going to come to America, man. Just plain and simple. There's plenty of scriptures dealing with Babylon, the Great, being destroyed. Now, we just read how Babylon is likened unto a woman. All right? A whore. A great whore. Now, this chick that we just read about, more likely she was a whore, man. Well, she was a whore.
Yeah.
Because the reason why is because you know that this chick has dealt with more than one man.
Yeah.
So she is a whore. But America is a filthy whore, and this is an example of why America has to be put down. Okay?
That's right.
You got brother have some?
Yeah, I got some. Matter of fact, I'll just read this. This is back to what Revelations 17, and I'll get to the point, verse 16. It says, in the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Right? He spoke about the whore. You go to Revelation 17. It's talking about America, but it speaks about it in a metaphoric sense. As a woman, man.
Yeah.
It's a whore. It looks appealing on the outside, but then it said what? It was holding she was holding a cup. Inside the cup was full of blasphemies, lies, and wickedness, and all that. All right. So the 10 horns upon the beast, which the 10 horns represent the EU, and the beast represents NATO. Right. So these European nations are going to eventually come against America, man. They are going to turn against this place, man. And it says what? And shall make her desolate and naked, and eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. How's that going to happen? By the thermonuclear destruction. So again, just to bring it back to the story, all right, Miss America, the so-called woman of America, falling to her death in the Empire State. That's spiritual, man. So this place is being cast down. It says, verse 17, it says, for the Most High put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
Yeah, because it said, well, basically the Lord is on His own timing, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so
Right.
He can. So all these things are gonna happen when it's ordained to happen, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's no rushing it. There's no, you know, but that's why this year, 2021 was hastening the coming of our Lord, YAHAWASHI.
Yeah.
All right, so we're hastening it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we want it to come sooner or later.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. And then I'll read the last verse, and you got it. Verse 18, finish the chapter. It says, "And the woman which thou sawest, is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth."
So further proving that the woman, that America is likened unto a woman. It said, "The woman whom thou sawest, the woman who thou sawest,
is that great city."
That great city.
Yeah,
so that's talking about what else would it be talking about? And then you even have the Empire State. No, not the Empire State Building. What's the statue? Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty. Yeah, exactly.
You know, you have the big Statue of Liberty. You know, you got women falling out of 60 story buildings, and shit like that. This place is getting ready to go down. All right, judgment is getting ready to be handed out. We're gonna see. Me personally, it's been two people in my extended family. You know, I wasn't really close to them. Two people in my extended family that recently died. So judgment is getting handed out.
Yeah, it's going out. That's right.
All right. You got something?
Yep. Yeah, I got one. Quick one. This is a Psalm 75:6. It says, "For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another." See that? So the Heavenly Father is in control of who is ruling, you know, the particular kingdom that's in power at that particular moment. All right, this is the Most High's movie, man. This is his chess game. All right, he has, you know, complete control over the minds of the people, the kings of the earth. You know, and you got America, which is all according to the will of the Lord, that's currently ruling. All right, but at the same time, this place is about to be uprooted, man. It said he set it down one, and how's it worded? It says he put it down one and set it up another. So America is about to be put down. Just like how this woman in this story, all right, she was put down on that goddamn pavement, man. You know, or whatever. That was the judgment of the Lord. But then they say he's gonna set up another. So the one that's gonna be set up next is the Israelites, man, under YAHAWASHI and the elect. You know, in that particular order, man. You know, but yeah, you got it.
Okay. You had anything about it?
This is Revelation chapter 14.
You got one. And no phone. Yours is
okay.
Verse 8. "And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication."
Yeah. Hey, Babylon is fallen. It's fallen. We did read that, but it's verbatim with
that's
Romans 18.
Yeah.
Because Revelation, that's how Revelation works. It skips around. It'll go here and there.
They say the same, repeat the same. Yeah.
But it says Babylon is a golden cup in her hand. Now that golden cup is philosophy. You know, the wine.
Yeah, the wine.
Okay, that wine is American philosophies, the democracy, all the wickedness that America has dished out. And it said they're drunk off of that, meaning they basically have got these other nations got date rape drugged by America, man. All right, they swallowed that potion, man.
Yeah.
They swallowed that what brothers call that the jump shot, the Kool-Aid. Jump shot juice, man.
Like America came like Bill Cosby, sprinkled the pill in your goddamn water or something, man.
Exactly.
Now you just bugging out, looking around.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't all the way there. That's these nations, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
You got more.
Verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same should drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh.
Yeah.
That's good scripture.
So, hey, I mean, and that's plain and simple. Let's go into the MOTB.
Yep.
All right. But it said anybody that has that, basically you're going to catch judgment.
Yep.
All right. But guess what? This is we're at the way how we know we're at the end is because there's only a few major prophecies left. There's the Mark of the Beast, World War III, which by the way, Ukraine and Russia, I believe U.S. and Russia, they're having a standoff right there in Ukraine as we speak.
Yeah.
They both of them sent troops, so they're having basically like a conflict right now. So that's World War III talks.
Mm-hmm.
But it also said, what else did it say at the end? Read it again.
Those worship the image of the beast.
Oh,
Go get the mark in their foreheads. All this simultaneously. Because I remember the elder did say, well, the mark of the beast, according to prophecy, it does make sense that the mark has to come before World War
You got
III.
it,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all, the time. Because some niggas say, man, like the Lord can come back tonight.
Right.
And nah, bro.
Nah.
It don't work like that. Even though we would love that, but the prophecy, like you said, the Lord ain't gonna come until Esau make the MOTB mandatory.
Yeah.
Then that's when it start, like Pastor Tara said, hey, start looking up, because any day now, the Lord gonna show up, man.
That's it.
You know?
Yep. Was that it?
Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he should be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's judgment. Just plain and simple. I mean, it really, really explains itself. Mm-hmm. But, hey, the Lord's going to keep on handing out heavy judgment, you know?
That's right.
And, hey, all we got to do is sit back and prophesy and do what we got to do in the Spirit. And the Spirit has had us constantly elevating and, working out ourselves. That's how you know the Lord's getting closer.
Yeah. Because
the Lord is being more detailed with reproof. Okay? Was there anything else?
No, that was it.
Come on. Yeah, you can share.
Come on. Hey, so with that, Lord willing, you was edified. We're going to sign off, giving all praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash.
Divine to the apostles, elders, a great millstone. Shalom to the elect. Lord willing, to the next lesson, we say shalom.
Shalom.